Oh, I think it is working. I mean, it's a brand new stream, unfortunately. I couldn't get the same one to work. Which is rough. I mean, I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Wait, let's get the same settings as it was before. We're playing Dark Souls Remastered. Is it, I mean, is it really worth playing more? I don't know. It's fine. We're going for 2 hours, which is pretty good, but you know. And I think the audio is still working just fine. No, it is what it is. We'll just start from scratch. Really wish YouTube didn't just suck, you know? And I'm looking over. The stream quality says excellent. Still kind of looks like a slideshow, though. No, maybe it's fine? I genuinely am not sure what to believe. I guess it's at least saying good quality. So, I suppose... Oh, no, warning, the stream's bitrate lower than recommended. I'm not sure. Still says good quality. You know, I guess it is what it is. What are you gonna do, I suppose? We'll just have to keep doing my best. Where am I going? Here we go. It's so hard to navigate in the darkness. I think this is the right way to go. I'm just not gonna fight anything either. There's so many worms. There's so many worms. I don't want to fight the worms. Ow. We're gonna run past. Hopefully nothing will chase me. Hopefully I can just go kill Kirk without any difficulty. And hopefully you won't fall off the edge. Paladin Leroy fell off the edge and I didn't get any of his stuff when I fought him. I don't want that to happen again. I think, what does he drop? Does he drop his shield in this encounter? Sounds about right. Are we going the right way? What is this? This is a cliff. This is not the right way. Is it over here? Oh yeah, there's an item. I see it. Okay. I have correctly oriented myself. Now I know where I'm going. Wait. This way? I'm just a big fat liar. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, a dragon. Or a drake, I suppose. Very tanky, but not really a problem. Yeah, because I think you just... Yep, you just killed yourself. Awesome. Let's try using some fireballs against Kirk. I think it'll be effective. Fireballs or great combustion. Okay, there's the save icon. Let's run back up. Wait for him to spawn in. Where does he spawn in? Who were in the Orange Seed and Smo Arena? Oh, that's a good question. I think it was still Smo. Smo was still one of them. Who was the other? Wow, holy shit. Get fucked, Kirk. And if I was smart, I would have been wearing my money armor. It was Smo. Oh, he gives you the sword here. That's actually pretty big. Who was the other one? Was it Sif? No, it wasn't Sif. It wasn't Manus. Thank fucking God, it wasn't Manus. It might have been a demon? Just like an asylum demon? It was Smo and something. 30k? Who just died? I have absolutely no idea. I don't remember who the other boss was. I only had to fight it once, so it probably wasn't anything too difficult. I have to check my VODs again. I do remember the 4 kings. That was kind of... It could have been fucked, but it wasn't. The first king to spawn in was Artorias, which was bad. It was also very fitting to fight him in the Abyss. That kind of made a lot of sense. That was pretty funny. The second king to spawn in was Quelaag. And luckily, there's friendly fire, so Quelaag's lava made it very easy. And at some point, her AI just like bugged out, and she stopped attacking. So I could strafe around her, and Artorias wouldn't hit me, and I could just hit Quelaag for damage, for safe damage. So that was very lucky. That could have been a bad fight. Turned out okay. I think the hardest stuff has been Manus. Manus in Sif's boss room was by far the thing I spent the most time on. And I fear Manus in Nito's boss room is going to be so much worse. I'm not looking forward to the day where that is all I have left. Surprise pig. Okay. Didn't see that one coming. You had Manus plus Nito. Second phase Super Ornstein. Oh. Oof. Manus plus Nito. That is a fucked combo. Those are too hard, I mean... Nito isn't the most difficult. He has that big explosion move, so if you are light on healing, he is really dangerous. And Manus is probably the hardest boss in the game. Maybe Calamite, I might say, is harder. Or Gwyn, if you don't parry. No parry Gwyn is a menace to society. That should not be allowed to exist. What were they thinking with that boss? He's either too hard or too easy. It's so weird. I don't get it. I did have Gwyn spawn in after I had to redo the randomizer. He did spawn in the Firelink tunnel. He replaced that rat that's always there. So I got to kill him. I'm in the wrong place again. Fuck. I got to kill him for some extra money after he killed the undead merchant down there, which was not great. I definitely feel her absence. I can no longer buy moss, which is bad. Especially given how many times a fucking toxic man has spawned in. It's been rough. It's been a bad time. Did you fall off the cliff again? Yes. Okay. The randomizer is awesome. And randomizer plus darkness is really funny. I knew I wanted to stream a darkness playthrough because I just thought it would be amusing. I got it to work and I started playing a little bit just like for testing. And I realized, no, this can be better. We can make the enemies random also, so I genuinely don't know what's happening until it hits me in the face. Very good idea. Incredible combo of mods. Alright, this time, we're gonna kill the piggy. Ow. Unless he kills me. He has butt armor, unfortunately. And 10 million hit points. Hopefully Fireball does... Uh-oh. Okay, this is a bad combo. You did not just cast Promise Walk of Peace when I'm fighting a boar, you little twerp. Yep, that's a randomizer for you. That's what happens. god, what an evil combo. I can't believe that's not in any of Miyazaki's base games. That's awful. The hell is this? Oh my god, this is a 4-king. Oh, that's a pinata full of cash. I'll have to remember he's there and kill him later. Holy crap, I can't believe I walked past him like 10 million times. Did my stream just die again? Uh-oh. I don't know. My stream seems to be not liking something. I don't know what's wrong. It's saying bad thing. I don't know. I don't know what to trust. I guess I could try streaming on Twitch instead of YouTube. But I don't really want to. I feel like at this point, it probably makes more sense for me to just keep everything in-house on YouTube. I think that's a better idea in general, but I don't know if it doesn't work. If the streams keep failing for no reason, then it's worse. Not sure. It says it's okay. I don't know if it actually disconnected. I'll have to figure out what's wrong. Try to correct it for the future. Where am I going? It's this way, right? Yeah, it's this way. Oh well. Hey, nobody's even home. It's just me. Not sure what the issue is. Maybe my internet's not as good as I think it is. I could try lowering the bitrate a little bit further. It's currently at 7,000. And YouTube was actually recommending 6,800 to me, which is 200 less. That's not a lot less. I don't know if 200 extra bits is actually going to make a difference for connectivity. I could try that. And of course, there is the balance. You don't want the stream to look too bad. But, I mean, of course, with live streaming, it's not like recording video. You have to make some sacrifices to keep it live, so I don't know. In any case, I'm back here to the, to this area. Let's just get my money. Aggro the piggy. How much damage is this? That's good damage. Okay. Oh, he ran away. Ooh, dear. Oh, man, you almost got one hit by that. Awesome. I think upgrading my Pyromancy Flame was a good idea. I think this was smart. I think it's a good choice. Oh, God, these guys are pretty dangerous. Though if he doesn't aggro, hey, no problem. We'll just ignore him. Also, I unfortunately don't remember where any of the items are in this area. They're all like precariously placed on ledges, I think. And I think they are actually, there's like souls, I think, which is good to have. I want the money. I really need the money. Well, if I can remember where they are. Yeah, there's one back here. That's not money. It is green shards, though, which I was saying I probably need to make a divine weapon. At this point, Manus in Nito's boss room is like that's the true final boss. That's gonna be a pain. That has to be the last thing I do. I have no chance otherwise. Oh, that is not walkable. I almost killed myself. There's some money. Money is good. Oh, a butcher. Butcher is not a problem. It's just, yep. Dark Souls 1. I think you mean Backstab 1. Dark Souls Prepare to Backstab edition. Okay, normally, yeah, there's some worms that spawn in, but I don't think they will. I think it was the butcher who spawned in instead. Light ran out at the perfect time. And this, unfortunately, is not a warpable bonfire. You know, I am considering now, with the barbed straight sword, this might be worth upgrading. It has built-in bleed, which I think will make me do a lot more damage. It might just be a straight-up upgrade over the longsword, in fact. I can at least get it to plus 10 with money. I can buy shards and such. It's expensive, but I can do it. Maybe this could be my divine weapon, actually. Divine barbed straight sword. Something to think of that might be better than Claymore. I guess I can look at the data tables and try to figure out what the best option actually is. Because I don't really know. I'm not sure what I should be doing. In any case, this boss is the Demon Fire Sage, and he will link back up to Quelaag. But I don't think I want to spend my money yet. I want to get back up and reinforce my Pyromancy Flame more for more damage. Or save it for upgrade materials. I don't have a lot of upgrade materials. I could break up a slab for chunks. That would be a lot more stuff. What do red and blue chunks turn into? Do they both turn into green shards? I think red definitely turns into a green shard. I don't know about blue, though. If blue turns into a regular large shard, that is worth eating. I'm never going to make a magic weapon. It's not going to happen. I should also... I think I do need... Or at least I want to consult the data... Yes, the wikis and such. And try to figure out if I should be using one of the twinkling weapons. Oh, curse! I think I have an extra purging stone, but I would rather not have to use it. Okay, at least it's dead. Yeah, this is a very easy staircase. Normally there's a fucking Taurus demon, but today it's just some shitters, no problem. You didn't die to the backstab. Oh, one of these guys. These guys. The bat demons. Oh, you're maybe a bit more of a problem. You do a lot of damage, and you're... Maybe I ignore you? I think I can just ignore these guys. I mean, the bat demon's kind of fast. Oh, those guys are also a problem. I can explore this area after I enter the boss room. Look at the shortcut first. No time to buff. Demon fire. Oh, okay. 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 Right? I'm not good at parrying his jump. We're just gonna have to do this. I think I have enough skills to just do this without much stress. I think this should be easy. Yeah. With parrying, one of the easiest bosses in the game. Okay. No, it's not a problem. We'll just kill him. All right. It's just the repetitive motions. Do not get greedy. Do not... I got a little bit greedy, but I wasn't punished for it. That's good. Just slow and steady. Oh, that's a fast. Oh, dear. I better heal. I don't have my shield equipped. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay, just like heal, 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 heal. Okay, back to normal. Bit of a close call. I better heal again. And just avoid the attacks. Avoid the grab. Bit of hidden for fun. Oh, fuck. The quick hit is kind of scary, but because I have so much poise, I don't stagger. And I can just parry the next one. Now we greed. Oh, and just in time. Actually, I think Castlelight might have ran out earlier, but because his sword makes light, I saw plenty of light. Cool. And there's the money. Not that much money, but every bit helps. We'll take it. Okay. Win. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. That wasn't too dangerous. You know, I had kept it cool. Although, I don't think Castlight is quite working right here. I mean, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Some areas don't. I didn't make the settings quite correct for all of the collisions, so it's very dark. Well, it might be doing something, actually. Maybe it is working. I'll have to see when it runs out, if this was working or not. In any case, we got so much money. We can go reinforce a pyromancy flame. Maybe buy some Titanite. Titanite's a good idea to buy. I actually don't know if I've been... Have I been to Anne Orlando since I redid the randomizer? I don't remember. I might not know what's down there anymore. Oh, Plant Man, give me poison moss, please. Purple, that's not what I needed. I really need the blooming purple. No, don't curse me. I don't want to spend more money on purging stones. I want to keep all of my money for stuff I want. So weird. The stream's current bitrate is only like 2600? It's set to be much higher. I guess a lower bitrate is better than staggering, skipping. I'd rather it just worked though. Maybe try buying better internet. I think where I live, getting the next package up is actually not that much more expensive, so it could be worth it. We don't want to level up. We want to go back to Quaylana. Actually, because I'm smart, I won't equip the Rusted Iron Ring while I'm in the swamp. Because Havels will make me run faster. This is good thinking. This is good brain. Big brain, big thonk. Things are going well. I'm making a lot of really good progress. I think I might want to stop after I kill whatever the centipede demon turned into. That could be a really, really hard fight. Depending on what spawns in. Because you only have that tiny little strip of land to fight on. You can... Oh, I also should have killed the 4 kings. I'll do it later. You also can run around the side, and there's a bigger piece of land. You have to walk through the lava a little bit to get there. Well, that could make the fight easier. I'm just not quite so sure. Hopefully it's not too fucked. If it's Manus, I quit early. The stream is over before I kill the boss fight if it's Manus again. Hopefully it's not going to be Manus again. Let's hope for something a bit more good. Okay, are you all just going to leave us be? I don't trust it. This looks untrustworthy. We're gonna kill you. I don't want you to kill my NPCs. Oh my god. That's 10 million damage! What the fuck? Alright. I guess I wasn't familiar with your game. Oh man, putting her in that spot was... I mean, normally there's different enemies to deal with. You don't have to deal with that bullshit. But even so, I feel like putting her there was kind of a bad choice. Didn't really make much sense. And she does have the passivity zone, but can you really trust it? I don't think you can. Oh well, hopefully I can go back and get my bloodstain. That was a lot of money that I do not want to lose. I would very much like to keep it. I could wear a Ring of Sacrifice just to guarantee I get there, but I don't think I have to worry about that. And this run also gives me lots of twin humanities, which is good to get as well. Alright, attempt number 2. I see my bloodstain. I guess we'll take it slower this time. Try to be a little bit more careful. The clam is legitimately a problem. Clam does so much damage. That guy also does damage. I guess technically everything does damage, but some things are way scarier than others. I should kill that. It's gonna cause me problems. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. What if I just walk over here and quit out? Just reset the enemies. It'd be way less of a hassle than trying to fight everything, assuming it works. Passive zone working? Yes, it appears to be working. Just in case, I'm going to stand in between the enemy and the NPC.
I was expecting.
Alright. Let's keep on leveling my flame. It's so fucking expensive. Oh, there we go. And what, now you can be ascended? Is that how this works?
Long ago, I accepted an over 200 years in your world, the little rascal. Pyromancy is, but remember, always I would hate.
Okay, I think I got
Pyromancy
this.
is the but remember, always I would hate.
Yeah, this is the next step to ascend it, I guess. I want to... It's a lot of money. I think I'll save this money and buy some equipment.
No luck. But do not keep me waiting.
Alright, let's head back to Firelink. Should also consider buying a few more bones. I guess I still have a lot, but even so. Actually, no, we want to go to the Undead Parish. I think I'll upgrade Kirk's sword. I think that's the play. I think getting that bleed is actually going to be huge. Although, maybe I should double check. Let's make sure Manus can actually bleed. Because if he can't, we're going to be in for a bad time. Let's see. Manus, Dark Souls. No, I don't want images. Manus, Father of the Abyss, the Wiki. He's weak against physical. Oh, right, the silver pendant rejects his magic. I totally forgot about that. Kinda hard to use, but... he is immune to bleed. And poison and toxic, because of course he is. Why wouldn't this game be fun? That's what they want to do. Okay. I can't summon... Nope. No, I can't. I'm reading the actual boss fight. You're supposed to be able to summon Sif, but I of course can't because it's not the actual boss fight. Okay. So he's immune to bleed, so upgrading Barbed Straight Sword is actually not going to help. That's unfortunate. Well, I guess back to the original plan, Claymore. Reinforce the Claymore, make that divine. Fast weapon versus slow weapon, I don't know. I could upgrade them both, I guess. At least up to plus 10. Well, I guess technically up to plus 5. Oh, yeah, large divine ember. Yeah, I do want you to have that. Reinforce. I don't know, man. You know what? Let's just buy some Titanite up to what I need. 13 or 11? What is it? It's 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Is it only 9? It might only be 9. And then I guess I'll go to Anor Londo. Buy some large one. Actually, no. Fuck it. Let's do it now. Reinforced weapon. I think I want to do the Claymore. I want to make a big Claymore. Then we want to modify it to be... yeah, this is where we do divine. I should look it up first. I should look up ways to kill the skeletons. We're doing research live. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, respawning skeletons, Dark Souls 1. Let's figure this out. Maybe Reddit has all the information? Killing Necromancer. Right, there's Necromancers. Divine Weapons. How to kill skeletons in Dark Souls. Use Divine Weapon. Silver Knight Spear. The Silver Knight Spear is a divine non-split damage weapon. Really? Is that true? This Reddit post doesn't bring up the Astora's Straight Sword. Hold on, let's actually figure this out. Silver Knight Spear, Dark Souls 1. Ooh, it requires a lot of dex. I don't think I'm going to get that much dex. But it is divine. Wow, that's interesting. Huh. I guess you learn something new every day. Well, at this point, I feel pretty confident I do need a divine weapon. So here it goes. We're going to make ourselves a divine weapon. Divine Claymore. And we are going to reinforce it as much as I can. Modify again, this time large. Really good scaling for faith, a stat I don't really have. But it is what it is. And we're out. We could make a +8.
Don't get yourself.
It's not even that much more damage. But I mean, I don't know. I'll rock it for a while, I guess, just for fun. Oops, I did not mean to take that off. Put that back on right away. I can get to 36 weight. What can I wear? Actually, probably nothing. 0.8. That's 36 exactly. Is that gonna work? No. The rounding is not in my favor. Oh, wait, no, hold on. I don't have the right ring equipped. Hey, it does work. Okay. Let's run to Anne Orlando and buy... Actually, do I want to buy large shards? Maybe I should level up once. I shouldn't neglect my stats. Let's level up one time. How many do I need? Like 2 of these? Okay, we can go with more health, but we want 16 strength, so I can one-hand the weapon. And then we can get more faith next, and then back into vitality, I think is the strat. Back to Daughter of No, let's go back to Firelink first to get all my Estus back. Then back to Daughter of Chouse. And then we try to fight the boss. I'll try to fight them with the Claymore just because it's a new fun weapon. I don't know how good it's going to go. We'll see. Why this is interesting. It's a funny combination of things. It's dark and also, you know, random, so you can't see what's in the darkness. It's very silly. Hopefully the Centipede demon boss fight isn't going to be too difficult. I guess we'll see. How do I get there again? All right, I just have to go down the stairs. Okay. And, you know, let's just get my cast back. No, actually, if I was smart, I would have killed that random 4 king who was just sitting outside. I'll come back for him later. He will be money who will pay out when I am in my most desperate hour. I'm not desperate yet. We'll see what spawns in. I might become desperate. But for the time being... Oh, that's the wrong way. For the time being, we're doing fine. See? This looks correct. I also don't want to fall off the edge. A cast light does not help very much in this area. I should have made the stats a little bit different on it. Oh well. It's not like it's a real mod. Dark Souls, but you're too late. The Age of Dark already began. Yeah, basically. It's super Dark Souls. Dark Souls on steroids. And it was really difficult before I had lighting tools. The early game was a nightmare. But it was also kind of fun. It's still pretty cool. The random enemies are... They're rough. The random bosses especially have been a real pain in the ass. Sometimes it's easy. Hopefully, given how small the actual walkable surface is here, this boss is going to be relatively easy to fight. Let's see. What do we have to deal with? Okay, the cutscene will give me a little bit of a hint. It'll probably be too dark to see entirely, and it will be really deformed because it's supposed to be the centipede demon. I can't figure out what it is. What am I looking at? I see the particle effects from the centipede demon, which are always there. Is that Ornstein's head? Ornstein's not so bad if it's an Ornstein. Oh, it is an Ornstein. Oh, he died. Right, because of the lava. Okay. Yeah, obviously. He can't walk on the lava either. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. That was not a very difficult fight. Oh boy. Alright. Next you should play Dark Souls, but everything's on fire. And next I'm going to do this again, but in Dark Souls 2. I'm going to go through the trilogy, because I think DS Map Studio works for all of them, just in different ways. And of course, Dark Souls 2 has a very different relationship with lighting, so it should be a really interesting playthrough. I'm definitely looking forward to that whenever it happens. I just have to beat Dark Souls 1 first, and then also edit the game files of Dark Souls 2 to work. I hope it's going to be easier. Dark Souls 2 it uses real-time lighting, so in theory, all I should have to do is just turn off the sun and like all the torches, and it should just be dark then. It theoretically should be easier. There's less math going on with like... This Dark Souls 1's baked lighting is really... It's wizardry. I don't really understand how they did it, but they did somehow. And it looks like real-time lighting, even though it's not. So where the fuck is the cave to get out? This way? I suppose now I have to decide... Do I want to kill Solaire here? Oh, right, everything is on. Okay, if I rest on the bonfire, are they all gonna respawn? Holy shit, have I solved my money problems?
Why, after all this
Do you think Dark Souls 1 or 2 needs a remake more? A full-on remake, something like a Bloober Team thing. That's a good question. They both need it for different reasons. Yeah, farm spot detected. Holy shit. If I rest, are they all gonna respawn? What needs it more? I want to say 1 could use it more. I mean, they got the remaster, but it wasn't really... Oh, they're all still dead. I warp and come back, they might respawn. I don't know, Dark Souls 2... Actually, I guess if we're talking about visuals, I think Dark Souls 2 has worse visuals, mostly. I prefer the art direction of 2 more. I like how it's a lot more colorful, and like more vibrant, more saturated. But like, the models and the textures are pretty ugly. So fixing that could make Dark Souls 2 amazing if they kept the colors, but just made it like higher fidelity, more up-to-date textures. That would be awesome. 1 needs it more. See this area? That's true. The end game of Dark Souls 1 is a travesty. Getting like actual gameplay remakes for the end game would go so far in making this game so much better. I feel like if Dark Souls 1 was remake, it wouldn't feel the same. Dark Souls 2 has potential in the remake to fix all the jank. Dark Souls 1 is perfect. Yeah, 1 needs remake, 2 needs remaster. I think that's, yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, 2 just needs the better visuals. Like, the jankiness of 2, I think, for me, is a lot of the appeal. I really like that combat system. It's, like, super slow and, like, methodical. Which is the complete opposite direction of, like, every Souls game now. Like, every Souls game, not just from FromSoft, but from, like, other companies as well. They really want to push speed and, like, mobility and going fast and reacting, which is a lot of fun. But I also really like the Dark Souls 2 method of just, like, all right, like, manage your stamina. Like, essentially take turns. And don't get too greedy. Like, sometimes you have to, instead of hitting the enemy when they're open for an attack, you just wait for the stamina to come back. I think it's a really interesting combat system that maybe wasn't tuned quite perfectly. I think they could have maybe made it a little bit more challenging in some respects. But I think they got relatively close to making it a lot of fun. That's why I don't like Elden Ring at all, personally. Yeah, it's very, very fast-paced. I have a lot of fun with Elden Ring. It's mostly just because it's very replayable. It's a big old open world with lots of fun builds to play with. But yeah, the speed, I think the bosses, by and large, are somewhat on the weaker side. I think Dark Souls 3, even though Dark Souls 3 is also a very fast-paced game, the bosses work really well for it. Which I like a lot. I think that's pretty cool. But it is different. I like exploration. Dark Souls 3, despite having probably the best bosses, is probably my least favorite Souls game. Just because it's so unreplayable. It's not replayable at all. I mean, if you're a normal human who only plays these games once, Dark Souls 3 is awesome. But I play them a lot. So Dark Souls 3 has really lost a lot of its charm. Ever played through Demon Souls? Yeah, I played through an emulated version. So the frame rate was a little bit low. But other than that, yeah, it's awesome. Demon Souls is really fun. I like the structure, the Mega Man layout. How you can choose different places to go and like fight different areas. I really like the level design. Or I guess that's more of a world design thing. You know, people always say that the interconnectivity of Dark Souls 1 is super cool, and it definitely is. But having the option to... Hi! Hi! Okay. I haven't been here for a while. In fact, last time I was here, I was running a different seed of randomness, so I guess you're here now. Hello! Sure! We're doing this now, I guess. Demon Souls is literally my favorite game of all time. Demon Souls is really, really good. I really wanted a PS5 so I could play the remake. but it's just not worth spending $500 for a single video game. So I never ended up getting it. Like, I know the art direction was kind of messed up, which is a bummer, but I think the improvements to the visuals are by and large a good thing, even if some of it is lost. Some of the magic is less good. Also, am I wearing the charred ring I need to put on? Okay, there we go. Are we fast yet? Okay, we're fast again. Thanks, Sony. Oh, thank God that didn't kill me. And I really would have liked to get a Bloodborne remake or remaster. It is... Honestly, Blue Point's just being shut down, regardless of what they could have done, sucks. Like, anytime game devs get fired, it's just like, but why, though? This wasn't a good idea. I don't think it really ever is, actually. And I want to believe... Yikes. I want to believe that the main reason that FromSoft turned down a Blue Point remake was because they already had something cooking. They were thinking, like, they had plans to do that already. That's my hopium. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope one day we get to see Bloodborne on PC without needing to emulate it. Because I looked at the emulation stuff. It looks not impossible, but it's kind of looks like a pain in the ass, which I'd just rather not deal with. It'd be nice to just have it work. Just buy it and have it run. Whew. That was not very much money. I won a game design contest, and with the money, I bought a PS5 for that game. It was awesome. But goddamn, did they butcher the art direction, man. Turning everything into Elden Ring isn't my favorite. I think my biggest problem with the art direction is what they did to the fat ministers. They look kind of gross. I think they were supposed to have, like, a creepy appearance. That seems to be the original design. But the remake design is not really that. And I think it's kind of a shame. It's not so bad. You did it last weekend. Saved up, like, $500. Yeah. I mean, I'm familiar with emulation. I've downloaded a handful and got them to work. So if I ever really feel like I need to, I will get Bloodborne emulated running. I would like to play it again. And have it with some, like, more visuals, less input delay. Oh man, the input delay on the PS4 was really noticeable for me. I know people always complain about, like, 30 FPS. I don't think I could ever tell. I'm not a hyper gamer who can really see that stuff. Did I kill the gargoyle? Wasn't there a gargoyle down there? I guess I killed it. Did I kill it? Did it fall through the map? What the fuck happened? I swear I didn't kill the gargoyle. But yeah, emulation is cool. If we're going to continue to have an industry of things being stolen from you and just going offline after you buy it, becoming unplayable, then yeah, emulation is a very good thing to have. You know, if you're not going to keep your stuff alive and available, then we're going to have to do it ourselves, you know. They were supposed to be the reason for the corruption of Boletaria, not the byproduct. Oh, I didn't know that about the Fat Ministers. The lore of these games is something that I'm not super knowledgeable of. I've never really vibed with the storytelling in the Souls games. I just think it's kind of uninteresting to have, like, all of the important stuff happen hundreds of years ago. And, like, you're just playing through kind of like a dead world. That's why I really like Sekiro. I think the storytelling in Sekiro was really cool because you actually got to play through the important stuff happening. Like, Ochina Castle gets taken by different factions like 3 times through that game's playthrough. Like, the world is progressing while you're there, and that's awesome. A lot more fun than playing through a dead world that just wants you to go turn on a light switch or something, whatever happens in Dark Souls 1. How many of these do I want? 21. Let's just do 9 for now. So yeah, stop killing games or something. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think that's ever really going to pan out quite right, just because... Oh, hello there! I better kill you before you accidentally kill the blacksmith. I watched a very... What the hell is this? I watched a very interesting video from, like, a lawyer's perspective about the Stop Killing Games movement. And kind of how it could fail, how it might not fail. Avenues to success. And really, the biggest issue is, of course, American capitalism just putting its fingers in everything and fucking everyone up. All the laws and stuff make doing things that are pro-consumer very difficult. That sucks. I wish it didn't have to be that way. I'm kind of an anti-capitalist. Not really into it, but... Hey, at least we have awesome modders and stuff and people who can preserve software even when the actual owners refuse to. That's just a very nice thing. Honestly, since I'm here in Anor Londo, I might want to just run through it again to see what's changed. There might be more bosses to kill that will be able to give me more money. Because last time I was here, I obviously, well, not obviously, I had a different seed running. And then when I was trying to fix things with my darkness mod, I fucked stuff up. Dark Souls remake killed the idea of, Demon Souls remake killed the idea of a Dark Souls remake. Demon Souls remake killed the idea of OG being ported to any other platform. That's probably true, unfortunately. We'll see what happens. There's an update recently. I think it's up to EU law. That's true. EU law, not American. The, yeah, the Stop Killing Games movement was specifically in Europe. Do I have Fireball? Nope, I don't. So yeah, there, because America has its fingers tied in every... Smo again? Okay, hi! Let's run inside. Deal with you there. No, think of the billionaires. No. I know, the poor billionaires. They need to buy more yachts. Not on my watch. You'll prevent them from ever getting another yacht. Don't kill me, please. At least you're not super or super Smo. Actually, are you going to give me more money than Super Smo did? I kind of doubt it, but that would be funny. You gave me so much less. Wow, I thought they were supposed to give me half of their boss value, but I guess not. Honestly, I think Bloodborne needing a remake is a horrendous take, not gonna lie. I don't know, yeah, a remake, definitely. It just needs, like, a port to modern systems. It just needs to be taken off of PS4 jail. It doesn't need a big, fancy, like, graphics overhaul or anything. Just a small update. Ooh, Cat's Light does not work very well here. Oh, well. Oh, okay, avoid the toxic. I just want to be able to play it on PC, ideally. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. Sony seems pretty hell-bent on not putting it on PC. I think Bloodborne Needing Remake is a... yeah. So, I don't know. I sure hope we get something someday. But even if we don't, again, at least we have people who made the emulation version. Doesn't Skull Lantern have more range? So, interesting. The Skull Lantern and Cast Light are actually tied to the same parameter. They do the same thing. The reason you might think that the Skull Lantern does more is because in the area where it's most noticeable... Oh, this is the wrong hand. The area where it's most noticeable, the Tomb of the Giants, the parameter is just designed to... like, it's a huge range, more so than I gave it in any other map. But yeah, if I were to equip the Skull Lantern, the range would actually be the same. Now you can see it's identical because it's actually tied to the same parameter. Both Cast Light and the Skull Lantern, it's the same numbers for both of them. And it's hard-coded that way. I don't think there is a way without, at least in DS Map Studio, they can't be broken into different numbers. But that's fine. They're both just light providing resources. Yeah. Neat, I guess. It is kind of cool. I've learned a lot of really bizarre things when trying to make this darkness thing work. It was a lot of fun. I'm very happy I spent the time to do this. And I'm very excited for Dark Souls 2. And I think Dark Souls 2, fingers crossed, will be easier to edit. I really hope so. I don't want to fumble through this again. It was a high... Oh my god, so many. I didn't even have to be here. Ow. Bitch. Fuck you. It was a real pain in the butt. I had to translate a lot of Japanese. Power shield. Also, with this build, having a big old great shield I think would be good, but the strength requirements are just untenable. I guess there is the really lightweight great shield in Blighttown, but it doesn't have 100% block. I don't know how good its stamina is, and it still might need a lot of strength. I could go pick it up for fun, though, I suppose. If you could cosplay any Souls character, who would it be? You could cosplay any Souls character. I actually have a Bloodborne Hunter cosplay that I made. Which was awesome. I think it's a really good cosplay, and I like that one a lot. So I probably would just do that, because I already have it. Don't fall off. Other than that, I know I like Havel's armor. I like knight armors. I just like armor. And then was it me who did that interview with the Flint dev? Yeah, that was me. I met him, not in person, I guess, but yeah. Oh, goodbye, child. He's a very cool guy. And Flint is a pretty darn fun game. So, and my other interview conversations I think are also equally good. The Elden Ring one is particularly good, I would say. Though I have learned that format of playing a game in the background, as much as I think it's a good idea, I'm quite bad at multitasking like that. My brain is split across multiple trains of thought. So, I know I might need to pick easier games in the future to try to do that kind of stuff with. Wanted to do a Garl Vinland cosplay. Garl Vinland would be cool. Nice watch. Didn't know you studied game dev too. Yeah, that is my bachelor's degree is in game dev. Fuck you, dog. And I really wish it could have gone somewhere. What I'm doing now is pretty interesting. I'm designing the pathways for installing fiber optic cables, like an engineering thing. Even though I don't have an engineering degree, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, I suppose. And it's enjoyable. I just like doing anything on a computer. But I do wish I could have gotten a game dev job. Although, given how bad the industry is, maybe it's a bit of a blessing. The industry has always been kind of bad, but in the past couple of years, it's gotten really bad. Ah, shit. I gooped myself. I don't need to be here. Let's just rest up at the bonfire first. Since I'm here, I do want to look around and see if there's any bosses to fight. Also, should I level up? What else am I going to buy? I could reinforce the Pyromancy Flame more. You ever think about making a small scope game? I dabble in Godot and think the file save thing you mentioned could be overcome. Yeah, that's true. I only learned Unity. That's all they taught us. But Godot seems like a really good program. Another one of my friends, someone who I did that very first interview with, the one in Silksong was the background gameplay. I think he's also using Godot for the game he's making. Ooh. So yeah, I could try learning Godot. Damn it! Wow, I'm so bad at killing that guy. I should just fireball him. I might try that at some point. Although Godot is mostly a 2D game engine, isn't it? It's not really for 3D. And then what do I do more code or modeling? I was more... They taught us modeling a lot more, and I liked modeling more than code. Well, that's actually true. I really liked coding. Coding was a lot of fun. I just wasn't very good at the syntax. But, like, making something work was so satisfying. Like, taking a problem and getting it to work correctly was always something I loved doing. With the modeling stuff, I liked making models. I think I liked texturing the most, actually. Making textures was really fun for me. And, as I said in the video, UV unwrapping. Something people fucking hate. I loved UV unwrapping. Godot's for 3D. Slay the Spire 2 is made in Godot, and it's for 3D. Same, I like 3D, yeah. I'm a 3D guy. And I would love to make a survival horror game, or... I have another idea for a game that would be kind of like... My biggest inspiration is probably Dark Souls, of course. It would be a game all about parrying. You can only parry. And... So, but in terms of offense, it's like Dark Messiah. You have to kick things. You know, kick things into spike walls and such. So it would just be a game about parrying attacks and then kicking enemies into fireplaces or boxes or whatever to do that, to do damage. That would be, I think, a really interesting game. But, of course, I don't have the skills for it. At least not now. And I have such little time. There's a free Godot Souls-like template? Oh my god. You're so fucking hungry. Should you get some pizza? Yeah, I mean, pizza's pretty good. I'm a very picky person when it comes to pizza. Oh, hello there. You're the wrong colored knight. I don't like a lot of pizza. Some people can just eat, like, any pizza and it's always good. I'm not really like that. The kind of pizza I like is very narrow. First off, I like sauce. I like a saucy pizza. And a lot of places don't have too much sauce. And I also don't like cheese very much. So that's a problem because cheese is... Pizza places love their cheese. Most people love cheese, so it makes sense. Since I'm not a cheese guy, it makes getting pizza real rough. Oh, you're the wrong... You're the wrong color. Oh no. It was black versus silver knight. Oopsie daisy. Don't put that in my cringe compilation, please. You can't put it there. Oh, hello, gold boy. It doesn't look like there's anything super interesting here. Ow. Okay. Listen, bitch. Just... Oh. Kinda stuck. I'm gonna need you to just drop dead, please. Oh my god, he almost cast Tranquil Walk of Peace. That could have been bad. Yeah, okay, I guess we're done exploring. What the hell? Is that a chest I left unopened? What's even inside? Demon Titanite. That's something else I probably should do. Ooh, an item. A great shield. I should look up the weapons in Dark Souls 1. The twinkling weapons, the Demon Titanite weapons. All that stuff. And maybe find a different weapon to use. Because I'm not so sure... Ooh, well, I'm not so sure my current loadout is really working out. It could be better. What would a Dark Souls 4 look like? I really would hope that they kind of go back to... I think they would. They would make multiple builds viable. That's how it worked in Elden Ring, so I suspect it would be the same for any more games moving forward. Where, once again, magic is good. Faith is good, the arcane is good, like... Okay, I'm sucking ass with this. Just make everything fun to play. Have really good replay value. I put myself in a terrible spot. This was a horrible idea. He has a lot of health. So do I. That'd be the first thing, is making everything is good. Everything is usable. Unlike Dark Souls 3, where the magic, and especially the faith, was not it. It was not very good. Ow! Are you dead yet? Yes, you are. That's the first thing. World design of 1, bosses of 3, 2 for everything else. The 1, bosses of 3. I think that could be cool. Yeah, the slower pace of 2 would be really interesting. Story entirely hidden in an item description. Oh, please no. I would love it if they could make a Sekiro-like story. Please, like, Elden Ring, there's all that history about the shattering and like the demigods and stuff. Let's play during that time period. Why do we have to... What the hell is this? Open? Huh. That's interesting. All right. I guess there's supposed to be something there. Not anymore, though. Yeah, I hope if there is a Dark Souls 4, I hope it can happen just during an interesting time in the story. Just like, maybe like during the height of the kingdom instead of during the downfall, perchance. Because I'm just not into the world being dead and boring. Let's see the cool stuff. Let's see, like, actual things going on. I'm going the wrong way. And yeah, when it comes to, like, combat speed, I think either a slow-paced methodical or a fast-paced frantic. Either could be good. So, I don't know if I have a preference there. As long as it is intentional and, like, fine-tuned. Either way, I could swing. I want to level up again. 16 faith, 16 strength. Time for vitality. Yeah, I guess that's how I would do it. I think that makes sense. Now, because I am curious, let's go back and see if all of those enemies respawn in Izalith, and if I can get all of their money again. If I just have to warp away and come back, that's pretty huge. I will never have to worry about upgrade materials ever again. Yeah, man, why don't Souls games do prequels? I want a game that takes place during the war against the dragons or something. Imagine you play as Gwyn. Yeah. I want to see the interesting stuff. The actual story, you know? Playing through the Age of Dark. I mean, I get it. It's a vibe, I guess, but it's just kind of like, all right. Let's get something else. You've done this vibe so many times. And they can do other things. Like I said, Sekiro is good. And Armored Core 6 also has a really good story. And that game doesn't even have any character models. A spin-off, like Show Me Katarina. Yeah, that'd be cool. You could actually see some other locations. Is this the right way? Yeah, I guess it is. But really, I just want anything that FromSoft makes, I think. Except for Duskbloods. I don't know what they're doing with that. Like, if it was also on PC, I probably would buy it. They're locking it to the Switch too? I'm sorry, you mean the Switch 2? Nobody has a Switch 2. The tariffs are too expensive. We can't afford it. Except for, I guess, some people. But I'm not that rich. If I didn't buy a PS5 for Demon Souls Remake, I definitely can't buy a Switch 2 for Duskbloods. The Land of Mira is what I'm more interested in. That was... Mira. Is that Lucatiel's homeland? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't recall.
Why? After all.
Also, it does appear, unfortunately, the enemies did not respawn. That is a shame. Now I'm faced with a choice. Do I want to keep Solera alive for the final boss? Because he could, depending on what the final boss is, having a summon might be really helpful. If it's Manus again, oh. Although I guess at that point, he probably won't be too hard. Like a Calamite, that could be a problem. Don't give Nintendo money out of principle, affordable or not. I used to work at Nintendo, actually. Kind of. I was a contract worker for QA. It was probably like the best job I've ever had, with the caveat that we didn't get paid very much. And I don't want to specifically blame Nintendo for that, because the pay was kind of competitive with like everything else you could do. It's just that pay is low across the board, and I would have hoped that Nintendo would be better than other corporations. And unfortunately, they weren't. They're just as bad as all of them, I guess, which is a shame. Final boss is Phalanx from Painted World. Phalanx doesn't have a health bar, does it? If it doesn't have a health bar, I think it's safe. Speaking of Painted World, though, maybe I should go there next. Or maybe the DLC. In the DLC, I have a boss fight right off the rip. I think I kind of want to do that. I think that's a good idea. First, I want to ascend my Pyromancy Flame, though, since I have enough money for it. Maybe buy another fire spell. I mean, when you only got 3 attunement slots, it's really difficult in this game to choose what to prioritize. I guess just going load up on a bunch of fireballs. Did I find Priscilla? No, I haven't found any Priscillas yet. So I have found 3 or 4 Manuses, because that's really cool. And it's also that it's possible Priscilla was a boss that died earlier. I had to swap the seeds out halfway through my playthrough because of shenanigans I was doing. I was making edits to game files, and I had to like... Anyway, the point is I had to redo the seed. So it's possible the seed I'm playing on now, Priscilla was a boss that is already dead. Although, she could appear again, I suppose. There's not a limit of, like, an even swap. Any boss can become any boss, are the settings I have currently on, so... You might see her. Quelags. Yeah, she sure does. Yeah, not so bad anymore. Back in the day. Oh, man. Playing Dark Souls 1 on my Xbox 360 was sure an experience. Kind of a nightmare, to be honest. Really bad frame rate. Blight Town, the scariest part was how hard it was. Manus and Artorias in terms of difficulty are pretty overrated in my opinion. I always first try them. They're just fun to fight, never a pain. I don't fight them very often, is a thing. Because, like I said, I played Dark Souls 1 so many times on the 360, I got used to fighting the vanilla bosses a bunch. I didn't buy the DLC on 360. And then I eventually bought the DLC on PC at some point. And so I just have less experience with Manus and all the DLC bosses. Artorias is not super difficult for me. He was in... I fought him earlier this stream. Or I guess it's technically the last stream because it broke halfway through. But I fought him in Seath's boss room. And it took me a few tries, but it wasn't that bad. Oops, all bed of chaos. I don't even know how that would work. Actually, I don't know how they're going to do bed of chaos. I guess I'll see when I get there. Ooh, another skull lantern. Guess I can sell those for money. I need to kill you. And I think Calamite is also very difficult. I'd say Calamite and Manus are the hardest fights for me. Oh, fuck. I need to lock in. This fucking clam. This clam and Batman. Okay. Oh, what did he drop? His spear, I guess? Okay. Bro, I'm gonna need you to chill the fuck out. Why do you do so much damage? Fucking die. Jesus Christ. And a Twinkling Titanite. I gotta figure out what to do with that Twinkling Titanite. Surely there's something useful I can do. Some kind of weapon that will make something easier. So where the fuck is the pillar? Is it over here? Here it is. Hopefully I'm in the passive zone.
Ah, truth be told.
Alright. Let's... Oh, are you going to...
Young, but do not keep me.
Yeah, I think the passive zone is working. That's good. Calamite is kind of glass cannon compared to the other DLC bosses. Cutting his tail without killing him is the hardest part. I always do struggle with that. I think tail cutting is a fun mechanic. They always go for it, whether I need the weapon or not. So that's probably adding to my perception of his difficulty. Anyway, let's ascend this bad boy. Is that all?
Witch of Isolith, please. I
Not speak of her.
sisters. Now I'm pretending to see.
You can cut Calamite's tail? Yeah, you can. It's not easy, but it's possible. What do you get from it? I don't remember what the weapon is.
Pyromancy is the art.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of... It's some kind of weapon. I think you get his ring for killing him. But the tail cut, I don't remember what it is. Oh my god. $27,000 for one level of flame. Bro. So expensive. So much money. Maybe I'll come back to it later. Gives the obsidian blade. Okay, I think I vaguely remember at least the name. Now, while I'm here, what kind of spells? Fire Whip is cool, but it's bad if I recall. Fire Orb is probably a good spell to buy. Maybe we'll buy a Fireball. I can like load up on just a bunch of Fireballs. That could be good. And Firestorm, okay.
Now go. Whatever you do, lest my time spent.
Cool. Let's use another Homeward Bone. I'm really running out of these things. What do we think? I think I want to go to the DLC. I think that's the play. Oh, I'm back here. So first we should warp to Firelink to get my Estus back. And then... what's the closest way down there? Andre, probably? Also put on Havel's ring once more. Cool beans. I don't need to attune magic. We just want to warp to Andre, Undead Parish. And I'll have to see what the Sanctuary Guardian turns into. That's also another relatively difficult fight. Actually, in this playthrough, the Sanctuary Guardian spawned in at the Iron Golem location. And it was giving me a lot of trouble. I eventually decided, maybe I'll try summoning Iron Tarkus and see if he can help. Oh boy, he sure did help. In fact, he won the boss fight for me. I don't think I hit it a single time. I knew about the memes of Iron Tarkus being powerful. I did not realize he was that powerful. His numbers are fucking cracked. It was crazy. I should have had more faith, I guess. I was hoping you would sell bones. I guess you don't.
I'll be seeing you next.
What, music? I listen to all kinds of music. I like You know, I like video game soundtracks. Like orchestral stuff is good. I really like EDM, I think is awesome. I like pop music, of course I like. You know, it's designed to be listenable and catchy, so I like that kind of stuff. The only genre I'm not really into is probably country music. Though there's still exceptions. There's some songs I think sound pretty good. Yeah, my taste is a very big mixed bag of all kinds of stuff. I guess, like, the songs I've been adding most recently is probably, like, anime openings and such. Because that's, I don't know, I guess what I'm hearing more often. Ever since I stopped listening to the radio, I don't really add new songs. Because I don't get exposure to them anymore outside of pieces of media that have songs. This is the wrong way. So, yeah. I like weeb music. I really like some of the songs from Zenless Zone Zero, a game I play too much of. Not true, actually. No, I think I play a moderate amount. But gacha games are, you know, they're an addictive thing for some people. I don't get addicted. I could never fall into the dark pattern trap. I don't buy, you know, gambling rolls. Couldn't be me. I only spent $45 for skins, and that's totally different and acceptable. That's not the same at all. Black Death thrash metal. Oh, interesting. Yeah, maybe not so much, actually. I think that's a genre I just don't have exposure to. Certainly not against it, but I just haven't heard very many songs in that genre. Listen to Primus? I could give him a shot. Kind of willing to try anything. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of, like, fast-paced music. Not so much rap, I guess. Oh, I need to kill this vagrant or it's going to remove me from existence. Vagrants do so much damage. And hopefully the thing is going to spawn in. It should be back here, but if it's not, I'm going to be incredibly sad. I have the pendant. But, you know, whenever I download mods, I'm always afraid of things just not working. Though I shouldn't be so afraid. My biggest fear was the Seath boss fight not working because of the invincibility crystal, but it worked fine. There weren't any problems. So I should have faith. There's been no issues so far, really. Except for sometimes enemies just, like, not aggroing. They just stay in their default state. And some enemies are supposed to not aggro. They're supposed to be in the T-pose, but sometimes they're supposed to activate and they just don't. Oh, and for music, I of course like, you know, boss fight soundtracks. They're very good. Vagrant? Grant isn't that vague. He's pretty straightforward. Vague Grant. Yeah, he's pretty straightforward. Just kills you if you let him. It's really bad. They do a lot of damage. I don't know how the DLC is going to look. I might have to edit files to make it look correct. Luckily, I believe I know which files I need to change. Oh, you can actually warp from here. I didn't realize. That's cool. I thought it was cut off. Okay, yeah, we'll fight this boss with however it looks. I'm already potentially seeing an issue. Might have the colors turned on too high. Okay, I'm out of here. Good luck, man. Subscribed. Thank you, man. I try to do this every Sunday at 1 p.m. PST. Oh, this looks fine, actually. So yeah, next week should be the same time. Sometimes I miss a week. Interesting. Are you gonna wake up? Alright, I'll save and quit and see if I can wake you up. But yeah, thanks for the sub. And yeah, next week, hopefully. And in the meantime, I will be hopefully making more videos. I have a lot less free time now, but that is, of course, the intention. Okay. Let's see if he will wake up now. Since he's starting in phase 2. Oh, nope. I think I just... No. Oh, is he awake? Oh, yeah, he is. Hello there. I do a lot of good damage. Oh, dear. Oh, and I'm in the water, so his lightning is actually super dangerous. Wow, and he is... Oh, is that gonna kill me? No, but it got me close. I've been playing the entire game with a one-handed light weapon. I'm not used to the big weapon. It's doing a lot of damage, though. I should equip my other weapon just to compare. Just to see how much the difference is. Ow. Fuck. I rolled into that. Yikers. How much? 100? I think the Claymore was doing like 160 per hit. But this attacks a lot faster. Although that Claymore is also only like what, a +8 or something? So there's a potential for it to be pretty damaging. Uh-oh, don't kill me. Ow, not dead yet. Oh, no. I don't think I can lose this, though. I'm pretty sure it's in the bag. My defenses are finally paying off. I can't be killed. Ow. Ow. And like, even though I can see his outline, I still am not good at dodging his attacks. Oh, fuck. It's crazy how much the light actually makes things more difficult. Armor at risk? Shit, I guess I'll have to spend some time repairing that. Okay. And I don't think this boss actually gives you that much money. But even so. Hey, a Leo ring, baby. Another one. Yeah, that's a decent amount of cash. I am going the right way, aren't I? Down here? Or is this the entrance? Fuck, this is the wrong way. I need to go across the lake, actually. Assuming I can find it. Yeah, I might... I guess I'll see what things look like when cast light runs out. Wait, no, these numbers should be fine. I think this is the same map data as Darkroot Garden. And I know that area looked fine. So yeah, the numbers should be okay, actually. The thing I'll have to be more aware of is how stuff will look in the city after Artorias. What do I level? I'm tempted to just buy more upgrade materials. I really want to upgrade Kirk's sword.
Well, from what now I would
You give me anything if I just talk to you?
thank you. I shall
Purchase repair powders. don't think I need them in this game. That does, of course, remind me I need to repair my armor and shit. Repair equipment. This looks like it's almost broken. Let's just repair that. None of this stuff really matters. I guess this does. And then armor. It is almost broken. Katarina leggings probably are almost broken. Stone armor. Mask of the Child. And I don't need to repair this stuff. Do I level up? No, since I can warp. Let's go. Go back to Firelink. For some reason, why did I think this was a good idea? Should have gone to Andre, probably. Yeah, because I want to upgrade Kirk's longsword. And I think I want to upgrade along this... Oh, but if I do this standard path... If I do this standard path, I lose out on chunks for this other longsword. That's just... I can't really afford to just be spending chunks. I don't really have enough to go around. Maybe chaos or like fire of some kind? Which also reminds me, there's the Chaos Ember that I haven't picked up yet. Let's do a fire, yeah. It'll eat into my green... How many greens do I have? 6. And only 5 chunks. Let's see what happens if I feed Frampt a blue Titanite chunk. What does he give me? Also not fall off the cliff. I've done that before. Actually, it doesn't matter anymore. If you jump off, you just end up in the downstairs area. Okay, my friend. I want you to eat a blue chunk. What does it turn into? Green. Awesome. Now, what is the exchange rate? I had 6 before. It's 3. I think I actually only need 9. So I think we're good. You know, that's actually a feature I wish was in other Souls games. The ability to, like, transfuse higher quality reinforcement into lower quality reinforcement. That'd be really helpful. I wish it was a thing. Let's go to the catacombs. Is Chaos and Fire different upgrade materials? Or not materials, but different upgrade paths? I guess we'll see. What happens if I talk to you? You don't deal with this kind of ember. Modify. It looks like that's a fire of some kind. I'll buy a couple of bones. Couple of shards. And it's time to reinforce. Barbed sword. I guess before I decide to do the path he currently has for me, I'll go get the ember from Izalith and just see what it is, because I don't really remember. This is fire. With no scaling. Fire doesn't scale. Would I have been doing this instead of raw the entire time? Maybe. I mean, the split damage is rough. Like, you're losing like 50 points of physical to gain 100 points of fire. I actually think the math doesn't work out in your favor on that. I'm gonna go try to get the ember from Izalith. Or I guess it's the demon ruins, technically. Nope, that's the wrong. Here we go. So I think the chaos one but scales with your held humanity, which is an interesting wrinkle. I guess actually it's easy enough to farm humanity now, since vagrants spawn around. If I ever need to, I can just pop a bunch. Yeah, I guess that's worth it. Which also might mean getting Quelaag's Fury Sword is potentially worth it as well. Or any other kind of boss weapon for that matter. I just don't know what boss weapons to prioritize. Maybe... Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not very much damage. We're fine. I'll look it up. Probably in between the stream of the next one, I'll look up what makes sense for me to get. I have all the boss souls still, so... Okay, and you... I need to kill with a fire attack, or you're going to fucking toxic me to death. And actually, just for fun, let's use the Claymore. Different moveset. Oh, hello there. Wonder if maybe using a blunt weapon would have actually been better for Divine, given its entire purpose is to kill Nidho's boss fight? And I just like the Claymore moveset. I think it's really good. Is there any other items on this side? I don't actually remember. Is there like a chest or something? I don't think so. I think the chest is over where the ember is. Oh, hello there. I probably need to kill you. Oh, I'm doing lots of good damage, actually. Don't you dare heal. Oh, good stagger. Oh, I wasn't sure if you could iframe that. I'm really happy you can. Okay, now you will not chase me. It's just some good peace of mind. Oh, is that a cliff of death? No, that's just a cliff of short. This is the staircase up to the bonfire. Oh, and a fucking asshole. Please give me another sack. I can sell it for more money. And get you dead. And this encounter should be a lot easier than vanilla. Because in vanilla, you have to fucking deal with all those goddamn centipedes. Who are really, really difficult and will, like, corrode your armor. Oh no, Dark Wraith. Ooh, that's some good damage, yo. Chunk, please? No, no chunk. I haven't got a chunk from a single Dark Wraith. They're supposed to be the enemy to farm for chunks, but they just haven't come in. Ooh, another green shard. I think I actually decided I don't need more of those, but whatever. Humanity, good to have. And you will give me moss, potentially. Just regular purple. I need the blooming stuff. Oh, another one of you. I need you to not corrode me. Or not... I don't know what the word is. Curse me. Oh, it's just a large flame. Maybe there isn't a chaos upgrade path. I might be misremembering stuff. Because I've never done fire. It's just not something I've done before, so... Yeah, I think I'll just make Kirk's fire sword. I think that's just the play. It'll have bleed on it. Unfortunately, Manus is immune to bleed, so that's not gonna help me at all. But other things are bleedable. Just rest. It'll be a new toy to play with, which is super cool. The new Londo Ember. That's some old writing that's not correct. Reinforce. Nope. Modify. To fire. Now we can reinforce it. How much are we gaining per level? 16? I think that's math. Number. I hope this pays off, because it's a lot of resources to just burn. I think it will. Oh, they only need one more. Damn. I know, or at least I'm fairly certain there are some in Izalith, so that shouldn't be too hard to get. And that's 20 extra damage per level. That's really darn good. So what, 345 to 404? But it's split? I don't know. With my low stats, I think this is still a pretty good play. What do we think? Do we want more of any other stats? I don't think so. Attunement, maybe. Maybe one more slot? As opposed to just more health? Let's get Vitality up to 40, I think. And I can level up Attunement more. And also, let's go back to the DLC, just to see what's out there. I'll just take a quick peek inside. Fuck, this is the wrong bonfire. I want to go to the sanctuary. But after I see what I'm dealing with, I think that's probably a good time to stop it. It's... yeah, a couple of hours. And do I want to keep my fire stuff equipped? Oof, that is not a lot of extra light. Maybe I do need to change the numbers on something. I guess I'll take a peek for next week. That, along with the research I need to do to decide what kind of weapons I should be trying to grab. Because I don't really know what makes sense. Alright, I need the elite night gloves, right? Yes. Oh, who are you? Oh, a prisoner. That's a lot of damage. Fuck. And that's not a lot of damage. Yikes. That's a really bad first impression. Oh, and a curse man. Maybe the prisoner is weak to some other kind of damage type. Might re-equip the claymore perchance? I won't be fast rolling for the time being, but it's worth it for the test. That's definitely more damage. Oh my god. I am being surrounded. Oh no. This is like a troll mod. This is so bad. Another one! Hello! I think normally there's supposed to be a bunch of just gardeners around. But unfortunately, I'm dealing with some real bullshit. Didn't even kill you in one hit. Oh no. Oh no! I didn't realize that was a permanent lingering effect around him. I thought it was a one and done. Oh no. Oh no. I can just see the doom coming for me. Okay, you're probably easy to kill. Yes, you're just a regular guardian. You're not a problem. You are just magic range, easy to kill. Now we can go back to the main event. John Tank over here. There's a clam as well? This is a nightmare. And it's tanky to boot. Oh, and there's a mushroom boy. Sure. Let's just have a mushroom boy around. I don't see what the problem is. Okay, Clam got stuck on a tree, it looks like. Oh, oh no. Oh, thank God I had iframes. Okay, now it's just you, right? Finally, I can focus on just the main event. Gosh, you're tanky. Oh, leather gauntlets? Sure, I guess. I have no idea where I'm even standing. Where's the bonfire? Where did I come from? Oh, no. Oh, cast light ran out. That would probably help. Doesn't help a lot. I need to change some numbers, I guess. It's a Chaos Eater. Why not? Oh, at least he's not tanky. I have no idea where I am. Guess I should follow the flowers. I don't play the DLC very much. I don't have it fucking memorized the way I have most of the game memorized. Hold on, is this the... Oh, this is the way back. Okay, I have figured out where I am. I can tell this is going to be a very, very difficult series of events. But I should probably do that all next week. I guess I'll keep playing till Cast Light runs out. Maybe get over where the bridge is supposed to be in the present. Or I can just fall off a cliff and die. That's also possible. That'll happen to you. Whoopsie daisies. Let me actually rest at the sanctuary, I suppose. Okay. Oops, all cliff. Yep. Yeah. That's rough. I guess I'll get the bloodstain later. It's something to look forward to next week. Oh yeah. thank you everyone for joining me for this. This has been a good session. 2 streams because of weird technical issues, but you know, it happens. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to stay positive and have a wonderful day, everyone. I'm just gonna play for another second to let this stream delay catch up a little bit. But that's all. Thank you all so much.